Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where today we're going to be looking at some of the best games currently on sale on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And get ready because today's list is packed with absolutely fantastic games. Now also, just as usual, I'll be giving away a $10 eShop gift card about halfway through the video. If you want to participate in future giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, drop a comment down below, and check out the next video to see if you won. And while you're down there, just in case you missed it, you can also check out the link to the last eShop Deals video. A lot of those deals are still running today. So now with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump into today's deals, and just remember, hit that like button. So we're going to be starting out today's deals with a couple of returning great games, with both Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal being 75 and 80% off, $7.99 for the first one, $9.99 for the second, and both running till August 23rd. Now these games are the reboot of the classic first-person shooter series that pretty much put FPSs on the map. And in the game, you'll be taking on the role of the Doomslayer, a lone warrior battling hordes of demons on Mars and in Hell. The game emphasizes fast-paced, brutal combat, fluid movement, and even exploration. You'll also be using a wide variety of weapons to mow down enemies in a relentless, non-stop action experience. Simply put, these are still today the best campaign-based FPS games available on the Nintendo Switch, and I would even probably say almost on any system. Doom 2016 pretty much redefined first-person shooter combat with its absolutely visceral gameplay, and Doom Eternal actually pushed it even further. Both these games were easily worth their full purchase price, and today at these extreme lows, they are great pickups. Now next, we have Cult of the Lamb hitting a brand new low of 50% off, $12.49, this one running till August 27th. Now this is actually a hybrid game that blends elements of roguelike dungeon crawling with a base building simulation. In the game, you'll be controlling a lamb that is saved from sacrifice, but now must repay their debt by building a cult in the name of their savior, and then with your newfound power, take down the old gods. The game's main gameplay loop involves exploring procedurally generated dungeons to gather resources, recruit followers, and expand your cult, all while managing and indoctrinating your flock. The best part of this game is its perfect blend and balance of dark humor, roguelike action, and base building that creates a fresh and engaging experience. At the same time, the charming yet eerie art style strikes a perfect balance, making the game visually distinctive and memorable. So if you're looking for an original hybrid experience for this week, this is going to be an absolutely great deal. Now next, we also have the Pathless hitting once again a brand new low of 75% off, $9.99, this one running till August 19th. Now this game is an open-world action-adventure game where you take on the role of the Hunter, a master archer exploring a vast mystical island to lift a curse of darkness. The game emphasizes fluid movement, archery-based puzzles, and epic boss battles against corrupted spirits. It's also heavily focused on exploration and atmospheric storytelling with no in-game map or fast travel, encouraging you to navigate the world intuitively. And that fluid movement really is the best part of this game that is smooth and exhilarating, with the hunter's ability to glide and shoot arrows, creating a seamless exploration experience. The game's world is also beautifully crafted with stunning visuals and an evocative soundtrack that enhance the sense of mystery and wonder. The only real downside I can find here is that some of the tasks do become repetitive by the end of the game, especially when it comes to collecting the light stones to unlock new areas. But overall, this is an absolutely great game that I consider a hidden gem on the Nintendo Switch, and at this amazing low price, it's a total steal. Now next, we have Tormented Souls, also hitting a brand new low of 67% off, $6.59, and this one running till August 26th. Now don't worry, this isn't a Souls game, it is actually a survival horror game that pays homage to the classic titles like Resident Evil and Silent Hill. In the game, you'll be controlling Caroline Walker as she investigates the disappearance of twin girls in an eerie mansion. The game features fixed camera angles, challenging puzzles, and resource management, creating a tense and atmospheric experience. Now, this game really successfully captures the essence of the classic survival horror game. And for fans of those classic survival horror games, Tormented Souls offers a nostalgic experience with some slight modern improvements. However, it's important to note that for that very same reason, the controls in game can feel clunky at times, which may frustrate players used to more modern, fluid movement in horror games. However, if you are a fan of those original games, at this low price, this is another amazing pickup. Our next deal for today is yet again going to be at a brand new low, and that is the Dead Cells Return to Castlevania bundle, now 40% off, $18.89. This one running till August 29th. Now this bundle combines the critically acclaimed roguelike Metroidvania Dead Cells with content inspired by the classic Castlevania series. And it does include the full base game, along with the Return to Castlevania DLC, which introduces new weapons, enemies, levels, and bosses from the iconic Castlevania franchise. Now, the base game itself is a roguelike that's known for its fluid and responsive combat, with a wide variety of weapons and abilities that cater to different playstyles. And the integration of Castlevania elements is done with absolute care here, capturing the essence of the classic series while blending it seamlessly into the Dead Cells universe. They even included familiar music tracks, iconic weapons like the Vampire Killer Whip, and bosses like Dracula. Basically, this is like a match made in heaven. And the only warning I'll give here is that this game is also known for its challenging gameplay, which might be off-putting to players that are not accustomed to roguelite games or that don't appreciate steep learning curves. Oh, and finally, on a side note, if you do already own the base game, the DLC is also separately at a brand new low, so it might be the perfect time to pick it up. I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but once again, our next game is at a brand new low, and that is Outer Wilds, 40% off, $14.99. This one running till August 19th. Now, this game is an open-world exploration game where you take on the role of a space explorer that is trapped within a 22-minute time loop. And the game emphasizes exploration and discovery as you try to unravel the mysteries of the solar system that resets every time the sun explodes. Now, this game focuses on environmental storytelling with no combat, and a strong emphasis on piecing together clues from the world around you. And in my opinion, that truly is the best part of the game, that environmental storytelling that is infused into each and every location in the solar system, contributing to the overarching narrative. And it creates a game that rewards curiosity and careful observation. However, one good thing to note here is that the game offers very little guidance, which can be frustrating for a player who prefers a more structured experience. Nonetheless, in my opinion, this game is an absolute gem on the Nintendo Switch. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winner of the $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Crafty Cookie Bandit, who said, Torchlight 3 is also on sale for $4.99. If you picked up Torchlight 2, give the sequel a look. And you are right there, Crafty Cookie. The third one is also on sale. However, my personal favorite is the second one. So I would definitely say start with that one. So now all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Now next we have Cocoon that is at 40% off, $14.99. This one running till August 19th. Now this game is a puzzle adventure game from the lead gameplay designer that brought us Limbo and Inside. And in the game you're going to navigate through a series of interconnected worlds, each represented by a glowing orb that players can carry, manipulate, and use to solve increasingly complex puzzles. Now this game truly emphasizes minimalistic storytelling and atmosphere with a focus on innovative puzzle mechanics. And that really is the best part of the game, that central mechanic of carrying and interacting with orbs that represent different worlds that create a unique mind-bending puzzle, and will truly force you to think outside of the box. Not to mention that the transition between different worlds and puzzle environments are seamless, maintaining a sense of flow and immersion throughout the whole game. Now, it's hard to find something negative about this game. The only thing I can say is that if you manage to solve all the puzzles very quickly, it may result in a relatively short playtime. However, this won't really be an issue for all players. And overall, if you're a puzzle fan, this is in my opinion a must-play game. Now next we have a couple of games that are back on sale with Darksiders 1 and 2, both at 70% off, $8.99 a piece, and running till August 15th. Now both these games are action-adventure games that blend elements of hack-and-slash combat with puzzle solving and exploration. And yes, you could almost say that it is a dark, violent twist to the Zelda-like formula. And in these games you'll be taking on the role of one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse: war in the first game, death in the second game. And ultimately, you'll be tasked with restoring the balance to a post-apocalyptic world that's been ravaged by demons and angels. Now, the best part of these games is the fluid and satisfying combat that just gets even better in the second game. Not to mention a variety of weapons and abilities that you can use that create dynamic and strategic gameplay. The narrative is also very engaging, with a well-developed story that explores themes of betrayal, redemption, and the cosmic balance between good and evil. Now, I do want to add as a side note, the third game is also on sale. However, there are some serious performance issues on the Nintendo Switch, and that's why I didn't include it in my list in today's video. The game isn't completely unplayable, but in my opinion, it doesn't deliver a satisfying experience. But don't let that issue downplay the awesomeness of the first two entries. Now, we aren't done with the Darksiders games yet, because we also have Draksiders Genesis 70% off, this one $11.99 and running till August 15th. Now, this entry is a top-down action-adventure game that sort of serves as a prequel to the main Darksiders series. In the game, you'll both be controlling War and Strife, two of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and you'll have the ability to switch between them on the fly or team up in a cooperative multiplayer mode. The game combines hack-and-slash combat with exploration, puzzle solving, and RPG elements. Now, on the definite plus side, the ability to switch between War and Strife allows for varied gameplay, with War focusing on melee combat and Strife specializing in ranged attacks. And this dynamic definitely added strategic depth to both combat and even puzzle solving. On the downside, those that were used to the gameplay of the mainline series will maybe be disappointed with the change up here. Nonetheless, especially at this low price, I still think this one is definitely worth a pickup. Now next, we have the Turok Trilogy bundle, hitting a brand new low of 60% off, $23.99, this one running till August 19th. Now this bundle includes the remastered version of the classic first-person shooter games, Turok the Dinosaur Hunter, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil, and Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion. And in all three of the games, you'll be navigating through various levels, battling dinosaurs, prehistoric creatures, and other enemies using a wide range of weapons. Now this bundle is definitely primarily aimed at people who know the Turok series, because it holds a special place in the hearts of many gamers who grew up in the 90s. And it's really allowing you to relive these classic games with improved controls and enhanced visuals. It's important to note, however, that despite the remastering, some of the gameplay mechanics, particularly the level design and enemy AI, feel dated and can be frustrating by modern standards. But if you do have a nostalgia for these games, at least you can now pick them up for a low price.
Ready as I'll ever be.
They are Turok, as was their brother before them.
Now next on the list for today, we have the Mummy Demastered, once again hitting a brand new low of 65% off, $6.99, and this one running till August 26th. Now this game is a 2D action Metroidvania where you control an elite soldier tasked with defeating the resurrected Princess Amanet. The game features exploration, weapon upgrades, and intense combat against various supernatural enemies. Now the best features of this game are the pixel art and eerie soundtrack that create a dark, moody atmosphere that really enhances the supernatural theme of the game. Also, the combat and exploration are challenging but fair, requiring you to carefully manage your resources and learn enemy patterns. And the only real downside I can see to this one is that although it's a very solid Metroidvania, the game doesn't necessarily introduce many new mechanics or ideas. But if you're in the market for a great budget Metroidvania, this one is going to be an awesome pickup for this week. Our last featured deal for today is going to be the 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus double pack. That's now 80% off, $11.99, running till August 20th. Now in this bundle, you're actually getting 2 Point Hospital with its 4 major DLCs and also 2 Point Campus. And both these games are management simulation games, where in one you need to build a hospital and the other one a university campus. Now this series is known for emphasizing humor and creativity, where rather than building your traditional hospital or university campus, you're rather building a bizarre and humorous version that almost feels more like a theme park. And that really is the best part of these games, the lighthearted and humorous approach to management that adds a ton of charm and makes the simulation more enjoyable and less stressful. It's also good to note that the control scheme works very well on the Nintendo Switch. And in my opinion, if you're into the simulation genre, these are pretty much the 2 best games currently available on the system. And if you're into the genre at this price for both of the games, it's a total no-brainer.
Who knows, maybe even find true love.
So we're now at the end of today's eShop Deals video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up in the comments down below. Also want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated. And don't forget on the way out to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.